Hello Geminis, welcome back to my channel. I'm Ethereal Angel and this is your April 2019 love reading for the sign of Gemini. Geminis, a couple things. First and foremost, thank you to all the Geminis who tuned into your reading last month. We had quite a few of you say that reading resonated, so I was very happy that so many of you found resonance in that message. So hopefully you get some more messages here for April. The other thing I would like to say is I know this reading is coming out a few days into April, so I've been moving a lot of heavy energy personally. The retrograde was not exactly gentle with me, so I apologize for the lateness. I also want to extend my sympathies, thoughts, and healing and prayer and love to fans, family, anyone affected by or feeling the loss of Nipsey Hussle. The collective energy has been heavy, and I think a lot of people struggled through that retrograde. But we do have a new moon coming up in Aries on Friday. We also have Venus in Pisces through, I believe, April 20th. So Gemini, all of that being said, there are some very romantic and creative energies in the skies, and a lot going on in the love readings I've had so far. So we'll dive in. I've already shuffled and cut the Romance Angel deck and the Clarifying deck. I've already shuffled and cut this, but a couple things. You had some really heavy water sign energy coming out while I was shuffling for you, Gemini. We had Knight of Cups come out a few times. We had King of Cups showing. It looks like some of you might be dealing with a water sign, but that's just from jumpers coming out. So we'll go ahead and we will recut this and get into it. Your cards were hot and ready, Gemini, like Caesar's, excuse me, hot and ready. So I am excited to see. We will do the same spread as March. So your energy will be on my left. Counterpart's energy will be on the right. I will clarify all the cards after we get through the first pass. So yeah, Gems, let's just see what you got going on. Oh, okay. You might be dealing with another Gemini. Oh my. Okay, Gems. Oh my. All right, let's just dive right in. So your current energy in the month of April, you have Six of Pentacles. Your counterpart, the Lovers, which is the Gemini card. For some of you, maybe you're dealing with a fellow Gemini. I'm gonna be honest, what's jumping at me right off the bat with some of these cards, I do see some synchronicities in imagery with the moon here, the Lovers here, and the release your ex. Just right off the bat, it looks like you might be dealing with someone, Gemini, who has another option. I don't know that I want to say third party, but maybe they haven't cleared out, or maybe they're not as single as, they say or claim to be. There is another energy over here. So with Six of Pentacles, you may be feeling, Gemini, like you were in an unbalanced partnership. Maybe you were giving more than you were receiving. There was some sort of sense of imbalance here with the Six of Pentacles. There was a give and take, and Gemini, you might feel like you were getting shortchanged in the exchange. And with your counterpart sitting over here in the Lovers, I do think although there are strong romantic vibes with the Lover's card, it's really about choice, and that's getting amplified by some of the other cards around here. It does look like whomever you're dealing with has other options on the table, and that's maybe why you're feeling like they're not giving you as much as you're giving them, because it's possible that their energy is scattered elsewhere or invested in multiple people or things. Your inner thoughts about them, you have the Nine of Swords reversed. There is some sense of anxiety here on the table, Gemini. There's some sense of maybe this is someone who you see as a potential, sorry, Spirit is having me slow down my words. So what I want to say here is you feel like this person could cause you a lot of stress and anxiety, but at the same token, you're having a hard time reconciling whether or not to sort of wait around for that to pass. Sometimes when I get really slow with my words, sometimes I'm trying to just channel in what I'm getting, impressions from my guides and spirit and all of those who are helping me with these messages. But in this case, I feel like this was a very deliberate attempt to make my mind feel foggy. And with the sword energy, because you also have a Page of Swords crossing this Nine of Swords, Gemini, you are an air sign. You do err on the side of logic, but there's something that this person has you feeling where it's almost like, I know I'm not getting all of them, but I feel like they might be worth the wait. Like I feel you're losing sleep, but it's like to an extent, it's like this person, you've been giving them a lot of space to sort of sort through whatever is going on over here. But in reality, it's left you very unfulfilled. On their inner thoughts about you, we have Six of Wands reversed. It's like Six of Wands is a victory, is success, is fulfillment and partnership, but in reverse here, again, it's like I think that your counterpart has something going on where it's like they do see you as like a prize, as somebody worth the effort and the energy, but because they're crossed by Two of Cups, but there's something in the way. And we're going to clarify all this. I'm giving you my first impressions, but Gemini, it looks like this person doesn't have anything inherently negative to say or think about you, but for whatever reason, they can't get to that finish line. They can't get to a place where they're giving you pure fulfillment. They're crossed by Two of Cups. Their block. Something else is here. There's another relationship on the table. So there's your relationship with counterpart, but it's almost like there's also somebody else. And your block is Page of Swords. There might be another air sign getting in between this connection, because with Two of Cups as a block, it's like there's some sort of soulmate or lesson that this person needs to learn, Gemini, and until they learn that, they won't be able to give you fulfillment. With Page of Swords, you may be keeping an eye on this person or on their karmic, on their other, on their side piece, if you will. And Spirit is saying, if you go looking and sniffing around for negativity, you will always find it. There also could be somebody keeping tabs on you with this Page of Swords here, Gemini. There is a sense of a truth in the background, because I have a big sword here and I have a big sword here that she's leaning on. It's like there's some elephant in the room. It's like there's some truth that hasn't quite come out yet. Especially being crowned here in future spot by the moon. There's something you don't know about, Gem, and I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but from what it looks like here, there's another party involved here. And I hate saying that, but I just feel, Gemini, like for those of you that this resonates with, it's like there's something in the way, and it seems like it's another connection. The romance angels on your counterpart side are saying release your ex. The time has come to clear your energy. So there's somebody else, and until they release that, Gem, they can't be all the way yours. They can't give you. You're going to feel this Six of Pentacles imbalance. You're going to feel this anxiety with the Nine of Swords. You're going to feel like you have to keep tabs on somebody, and that's not good. In yours, you have flirt, extend your lighthearted energy to others, but it's in reverse. This situation has got you feeling like not yourself, because flirt and upright is very much a Gemini card. It's the banter, it's the back and forth, it's the wittiness and like the connection you have with somebody, like when you can go back and forth verbally, which is like Gemini's bread and butter. But right now, Gem, I just feel like this person is trying to tell you that like they're working it out, and it's not seeming, oh, well, maybe, well, yeah. So let me say this. Your Six of Pentacles clarified by the Sun. So moving into April, there is going to be some positivity coming towards you. There is going to be some sort of happy, positive resolution. Now, their clarifier on the Lovers is Three of Swords reversed. It does look like there's a possibility that once they make it through and clear through some of this heartbreak or past heartbreak that might be affecting their availability to you emotionally, Gemini, that there could be a very positive connection here with the Sun. Also with the Sun here, you know, it could be that there's a little bit of ego. So, you know, Gemini, if you haven't all the way made yourself vulnerable to this person because you felt like you were waiting for them to make themselves all the way vulnerable to you, out of fear or ego, it might be worth it, and we'll keep clarifying to let them know how you really feel. Oh, there you are. Yeah. They're going through something of pain and a little bit of heartbreak. They aren't really ready to let go, it looks like, of their ex. Yeah, so your Nine of Swords is clarified by King of Swords. You really, for those of you that this resonates, you really are likely dealing with another air sign. It looks like you feel like this person has been pretty cold to you, or sent you some sort of like cut you off or kind of cut you down in some sort of way. Like they hit you with a really hard boundary, or they said something that really rubbed you the wrong way and made you kind of retreat a little bit. There's a lot of air here. There's a lot going on in your mental space when it comes to this other person. I will say, if you want to manifest this sun and this positivity, you really, Gemini in April, take a look at your thought patterns. If you continually focus on what you don't want, that tends to be what shows up. If you flip that and try to focus instead on what you do want the outcome to be, or the best case scenario, it will be more conducive to you bringing in a positive resolution. With King of Swords, you're probably dealing with somebody who's pretty cut and dry, or someone who says what they mean. So if they're saying to you that they're not ready for commitment, then they mean that. Like there's nothing you can do to change that, Gem. Sorry. So there's 6 of Wands reversed is clarified by 5 of Cups. It does seem like there is some sort of loss, and this is their inner thoughts towards you. They might feel like they've lost out on you. And it might be, I feel like there's a sense of frustration here. Like, for whatever reason, there hasn't been a clear communication from either of you, because they might be feeling like they are sort of like, they've already lost before they've even begun. They've already lost the race before they even started with the 6 of Wands in reverse. They've lost the game before they even got on the board. And the 5 of Cups here. I do feel a sense of heartbreak. This person going through heartbreak, really needing to release some karmic or some past lover that hurt them. And you're just feeling like frustration and some anxiety and some confusion. Yeah, so, okay. So your block with Page of Swords clarified by 7 of Wands reversed. I think you're tired of making excuses for, or you're tired of defending yourself. So stop. I think 7 of Wands is a message from Spirit here that the harder you fight against something, the more you resist something, the more it persists. Gemini, so if you are really finding yourself like trying to force communication or spending a lot of energy looking at this person's day-to-day activities or like social media or things, take a break. Draw a hard boundary for yourself about how much you're willing to extend your energy toward this other person who might be stonewalling you. Their 2 of Cups is clarified by Hierophant reversed. Somebody that they were committed to, someone that they saw a future with, didn't work out or didn't commit back. Or didn't give them the level of commitment they were looking for. This person needs to release their ex. This person might not be emotionally available to you because of past traumas. Ooh, yeah, past traumas that they have been dealing with. With Justice in the Moon, this is interesting because whatever is done in the dark will come to light, Gemini. If this person has been doing something dirty behind your back in April, you will get some justice for that, some truth, some clarity. The moon is haziness, and there might still be some questions lingering. But with justice here, you might get an apology, an acknowledgement, or some sort of answer as to why this person hasn't been all the way available to you. Yeah, interesting. So you are in the Knight of Cups reversed here with this on top of flirt. You've been holding back your offers, your romance, your flirting, your vulnerability with this in reverse. They have Knight of Swords in reversed. Some of you are really dealing with another air sign for sure. Aquarius, Libra. Libra's here too. Or Gemini. Gemini's here. You really might be dealing with another air sign. They want to come forward to you with the truth. They're gonna see this sword over here so much that was in these two is gonna get picked up. The sword represents the truth, clarity, a message, something, but they need to release their ex first. There's something that they need to release from their past in order to come forward full force at you. And you need to let yourself be a little more vulnerable, Gemini. If you really are, and Justice has a sword in his hand too. There's truth on both sides, I feel like, that hasn't been brought to the light yet. If you've been feeling like you didn't want to be vulnerable, I think I said this earlier, maybe you should, maybe April is the month you consider putting some of your truths on the table. I would like to just shuffle and see if Spirit has any other advice from the Romance Angel cards for Gemini in the month of April in dealing with this connection. This is a tough connection, Gem. This is a tough situation because I feel you're dealing with an air sign or a person who hasn't all the way dealt with the traumas, the heartbreak, and the emotional pains of their past. Whether they actually aren't over their ex or they're just not over the way the ex treated them, and in turn, they are not giving themselves fully to you and transparently to you. That's the vibe I'm getting for those of you that this resonates with. Spirit's advice, if these don't pop, I'm gonna just cut and pull again, but Spirit is telling you here with Justice card that you will very soon get that truth. Yeah, that's beautiful. Clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. Remember earlier when I talked to Gemini about getting your mental really, really clear and not focusing on what you don't want, but instead focusing on what you do want. Use the new moon energy this Friday, April 6th, the new moon in Aries energy, to write down a list of what you want and your ideal outcome and all the things you want to manifest. Put it in a special notebook if you have a new moon journal or something, because Spirit is saying their advice is that it's very soon. You're on the precipice of getting your justice in this situation, and then you will be able to decide whether or not you want to move forward with this person. So hold tight, Geminis. You have truth and justice coming your way, okay? Have a beautiful April.